especially if he got a record. What is he to do? Economic wise, we got to stop talking about what we got to do. The word we got to get out of our vocabulary. This is what we got to do. This is what we need to do. See, we not going and get no job. It's me. It's I. The word should be I. This is what I got to do. I got to do this for myself and my life. This is what I got to do. I'm not going to ask you to do it with me. I don't need no game. That's just game mentality. We need a whole bunch of go down here and ask for a job. No, I got to go and find me a job. Now, a man got to make up in his mind, if I don't have, I got to figure out what my skills are. I got very limited skills. Do I know how to nail a nail? Do I know how to lay a brick? Do I know what I know? You got to assess yourself and find out what you can do. And then you got to make your job these days. To this day and age, the day of the entrepreneur, you need to make your living. If you don't find it out there, you need to create it for yourself. You said, this is what I do. You said, well, man, all I do, man, is just cut grass. Well, stop saying all I do is cut grass. And every time you get an extra dollar, buy you some extra lawn equipment and go and call yourself a landscape artist. Stop saying I cut grass. I don't cut no grass. Miss, I would landscape this church lot for you. And I charge you about $1,500, $2,000 to landscape it for you. Put shrubbery in, all that. I'm no grass cutter. Always get the best of what you are. Do you understand? We got people got to understand this day and age. There's nobody else giving you a long line of jobs. There's no long applications. Man, they hiring over there, man. It's about, if they're hiring over there, they got people around the corner and 25 lines trying to get 4 jobs. You cannot wait on that. You got to say, I need money. I got to try to do something for myself. I got to create something. Now, what can I create? Look into yourself. What you do. Say, well, all I can do, I can draw pretty good. I'm a pretty good artist. I can draw anything, man. You can. But if you can draw good, get you the proper stuff and go to each one of these stores that you see and say, I will put your sign on your window. I would draw you up. I'll make you up some posters. I would do this. Put yourself in business. That's the name of the game. Putting yourself in business. Stop waiting on somebody to put you in business to open up a way for you. The man ain't had nobody out there. The white man that put me down. The white man, forget about the white man.
Well, he don't forget about you.
You know
what I'm saying?
Look, this is a whole nother day. All jobs are going to the second nigga. See, all jobs are going. No, it's 2, 3 niggas out there now. We were the first nigga.
We were the first.
And we got all the jobs and all the hard work. They stopped that. They sent all the hard work and all the jobs overseas to the second brand of niggas. They either Korean, Mexicans, Taiwanese, all the rest of them. They got the job. And they working they behind off like we used to do all day long for less than minimum wage. They doing it. They doing the same thing we were doing. So we can't depend on them bringing it back to us so we can do the same thing. So it's not going to exist no more. So get it out of your mind that these people owe you a job. All these people owe me is a chance for me to do what I do.
I thought about
please. All of the high caliber athletes, they can wear their hair where they want them, but they have to understand.
But they done got that.
They understand. They millionaires. These are millionaires who want to do anything they want to do. They have made it. But one thing about that too, they only are millionaires and are paid because of the contributions of their talent is worth money. When your talent, all religious books got a lot of different passages about your talent would make room for you. Your talent would make room for you. Your talent would provide for you. When your talent give you millions, believe me, the people who pay you have no love for you.
No.
They hate
Case in
Moss.
point, LeBron
They
James.
hate Iverson.
LeBron
But
James.
they hate all of them, but they only love their talent.
Yeah.
They cannot take. If
real,
they
that was
could, they would take. And big example of this is Bo Jackson. If anybody ought to read a book about Bo Jackson, Bo Jackson had the world. They had every commercial. Bo knows. Bo knows swimming. Bo knows this. Bo everything. Bo Jackson. Bo broke his hip.
Yep.
Bo was just like a wounded horse.
Humpty Dumpty.
They didn't even want Bo in the dressing room. Now listen now. He's the man that made their team. They didn't want him to come here to fly to come into the dressing room. They didn't want him in the dressing room. They want him away from them. He have no use. They just could have took him out and shot him. The way they figure about it. This is how they figure. So you think they got love for you?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, why he lead his team? These folks doing these folks wrong. These folks love him. Don't nobody love. They only love what he did.
I don't love what you did.
And when you cannot no longer do what you do, all love is gone.
Exactly. And then
To read. And I always wonder why they never wanted him to read. Never wanted you to know nothing. Never want you to know nothing. Then it dawned upon me, not only know what nothing, they never want you to know who you are. They know who you are, but they never wanted you to know who you are. All through the history of the world, the only way to control the masses of people was through religion. After Hammurabi, during the pre-Persian days, all the way down, Hammurabi wrote his ledger saying Hammurabi's law. This is what Hammurabi wants you to do. After people got tired of Hammurabi and found out they can use force to bust you side your head, they still did what they want to do. So in order to control the people, they had to come up with another thing. And that thing is something in the sky is saying, do what I said do. They did that. All through history, even the Catholics don't even believe what they tell you they believe. The Pope don't. They got a whole nother thing that they know that they stole from the Egyptians of what they really believe in. But then it got to me when I really read about music. That really, when I found out the really control of this play church thing. They told our people in 1906 they wanted jazz music. And they couldn't get jazz music. And they wanted to take it from black people and said, we did it, this is ours. And they said, well, the black people not going to just give up their jazz music, that's their music. They came out with a plan to say that God said your music was bad.
Devil music.
They wrote in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania newspapers, and it went all down, focused all through the South, the same articles for 6 to 12 years about race music, saying it was bad, it was hoodoo, it was full of devil stuff. And they did this deliberately as saying to control us from wanting our own music. Here it is, a century later, and we still won't touch our music. If we in church, I don't listen to that. I don't want that. Because they told us God said it was bad. You know, see, then you could get certain black people around and you just missing certain words and they falling all down on their knees and ready to bow.
Astrology.
It had nothing to do with religion. It had nothing to do with the pie and the Santa Claus coming back. His name Jesus. He gonna be know when you not are nice, and you better watch out because he coming back. And we looking at the door. We walk out the room. We ducking. We ducking. We all out on the football team. We putting up in the air. It ain't no up and down in space. You know, we might be pointing out. We don't know where we are situated in the universe, but we pointing up. We always pointing. White folk got us to the point now that religion that cripple us with these big mega churches. And and I hope this goes out to everybody. I want this to go out. The people that crippling us know better.
Yeah, they know better.
See, the people that crippling us know that they crippling Big Long and Eddie Long and all of these people.
You know,
they know they crippling us.
See,
they know they go to the casino every weekend in Morocco. They know they can fly, but they tell you don't go. They tell you everything that not to do.
Yeah.
And they know the difference.
But see, like folk out on TV, this is the place where Jesus
supposedly,
and I'm talking about, you don't see no evidence nowhere. Ain't nothing. I'm talking about, this is where Solomon's temple was.
He walked this very.
Yeah.
You got black people spending $1,000
to go see this.
going to go see this stuff.
And man, look,
see a brick and some dirt.
You getting some dirt.
I need to take you to
Man,
South Memphis on
I need to
on a
take some of
tour
this, man.
and just say, yeah, you know, this is where he walked. But the end is to wrap it up, because I know we probably run.
It's so raw, and why we use these words, we got to reach our people on a raw basis. Everything got to come back to the basics of what it really is, and you got to see life. The thing that's crippling us mostly, as we said a minute ago, once we free ourselves of religion. Now I didn't say don't everybody run up and say, Lord, you don't believe in God, Lord, what the devil? Before you go running and ducking, religion has nothing to do with God. Religion is a way of thinking that's been put on you about some deity and a lot of religion. And I'm going to say it again, reiterate, I did not ask you not to believe in what you believe in. I asked you to leave religion alone, religious people, religious doctrine. All doctrine was not written by who you thought it was written by. It was not even translated the way you thought it was translated. It's only stories. Some of them are old and some of them are as new as a couple of centuries. So it was all out of someone's mind. So free yourself of religion. After you free yourself of religion, look down in yourself and find out who you are. Who am I?